Leadership TKO Live Night Show, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We are about to get some things going on tonight. We should be live right now on Facebook. And if I'm looking down, I'm making sure that all is well on social media. So just bear with me a little bit as we're checking in, making sure that things are A-OK. All right. So it looks like we're good. And so again, welcome guys. I'm Lakeisha McKnight, leadership specialist, wealth mentor, author of several books. Many of you probably know the most recent book that I've published, which is a leadership TKO book, giving you 12 truths to implement to become a winning leader. All right. So listen, if you're looking to win this week, if you're looking to win throughout the rest of 2020 and beyond, you want to definitely get a copy of the book. And then also make sure you tune in because my husband and I, we are soon to launch and release our very first book together. I'm extremely excited about that book project. And so it's called Breakthrough Success. And so many of you might have seen the cover of the book. We just revealed it on social media. And so listen, I'm excited. You are invited to the online book launch. And so we're going to give you the details of the launch very, very soon. Make sure you stay plugged in to this show. That way you'll know when that online book launch party will take place. So again, thank you so much for everyone that's tuned in to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I'm going to go ahead and share this out to several places. I have some business partners that I like to share this with, and then also being able to share this on my official page on Facebook as well. So there are some people that I do want to make sure I reach out to and connect. And let's do a little bit of a check-in. If you're tuning in right now and you're looking to have an amazing week on this week, go ahead and send those hearts out there. Love the stream. Go ahead and do that. Send those hearts. If you're walking in expectancy of something great happening, you know that it will happen because you're believing by faith that it will. Go ahead and send those hearts. I'm super excited. I'm believing with you. I'm touching and agreeing with you, right? With God, that something amazing will happen on this week. And it can happen every day. It starts here. Something amazing starts here. I'm telling you, before it even happens, before it manifests in the physical, is where you don't see that doesn't matter, that really matters. It really does matter. That area, right, that you just don't see. And that's our heart and it is our mind. Okay. It is our mind. So begin to think it, begin to speak it, begin to take action and you will see it. Okay. You will allow yourself to be able to manifest it because I believe that words create. Right? It creates what you desire to see. Words have power to create. You know, remember in the beginning, and I don't know how I'm going this way, but remember in the beginning, God said, He just said, He spoke it, right? That spirit of being able to create, right? That's what dwells in us. Right? Especially for those of you who are believers out there. And so listen, thank you so much. I'm excited and pumped up. Many of you know that this show goes live every single night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sometimes a little earlier if we have other trainings in mind during the week. And listen, I'm excited because the purpose of the show, the purpose of this brand is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. Your influence, impact, and income. I believe, like Dr. John Maxwell says, everything rises and falls upon leadership, and that truly leadership is influence. It really is. Okay. And so listen, if you want to become a great leader, you have to grow your influence. And that's one of the points. That's one of the major points of this show. So go ahead, like or love the stream, comment below. Let's engage with one another. Don't be a stranger. All right. Don't allow this to be the one and only time this week that you come by the show and say, hey, Lakeisha, good evening. We want you to be plugged in. All right. Make sure you set your notifications so that you're aware as to when I go live on social media, and share this out. Do your watch parties. Go ahead and tag a couple of folk in the comment section. Let's get people involved. I do know this one point. For those of you who are entrepreneurs, if you help to build the leaders in your organization, the leaders will build your business. Build the leaders and the leaders will build the business. And so it's my hope and my prayer that you're going to receive an immense amount of value out of what we're going to share on today. And so listen, many of you know that at the very beginning of the show, I provide a little bit of an appetizer. And so the appetizer is in the form of leadership nuggets, leadership content. And I really have been digging into this particular baby right here. And this is, of course, by my mentor, John Maxwell, in Leadership 101. And so we've been given nuggets at the beginning of the show recently on this particular topic here. And so one of the topics he addresses in this book is that he talks about vision. He talks about vision. He asks the question, how can I, and I want you to think about this for yourself, ask yourself, how can I effectively cast vision? How can I effectively cast vision? How can you do that? He says, he makes this point. He says, you can seize only what you can see. What do you see this week? What do you see happening this week? What do you see manifesting in your life, your business this week? What do you see? You got to see it before you see it, right? You have to see it before you see it. You see, he makes a couple of points clear. He says vision is everything for a leader. It is utterly indispensable. Why? Because vision leads the leader. Again, vision leads the leader. It paints the target. Okay, it sparks and fuels the fire within and draws him forward. It is also the fire lighter for others who follow the leader. Show me a leader without vision, and I'll show you someone who isn't going anywhere. At best, he is traveling, or she is traveling in circles. See, to get a handle on vision and how it comes to be a part of a good leader's life, he says you have to understand these few things. He says, point number one, vision starts within. It starts within. Now, let me ask you this question. Do you have a vision for your life, right, and your business? Do you have a vision? Okay, think about this. Where do you see yourself? Paint the picture. See, I've been giving you all glimpses of what I see on occasion, right? You know, myself and my wealth building family, those, of course, who are connected to me, we call it like the inner circle, those in your, like immediately connected to you, really, really close to you. I see us just chilling out with some pina coladas, if you like pina coladas, okay? And just chilling out at a villa, right? Me flying you all into the villa, just music is playing, food is cooking, or it might be cooked already. The chefs is just out there doing whatever they do, okay? And we're just having a blast. We're having fun. We're laughing, all right? We're just having a blast. And so listen, no cares in the world, no trouble, or at least we're not focusing on any troubles. We're focusing on just enjoying life. Enjoying life, where time is not an issue, where money is not an issue. We're just enjoying one another's company. That is what I see. All right. I have no idea. It can be on an island somewhere. Look, it can be in Africa. So you want to make sure you have your passports ready. Okay. Make sure you're ready. Now I'm giving you guys ample heads up to have that passport ready. Okay. Get it ready. But again, vision starts within. It starts within you. So what do you see? What do you see? Starts within. That's one of the points he makes. Now, another point that he says, and even going back to that, let me go back to the point of vision starting within, because he makes a couple of very, very important points. He says, if you lack vision, look inside of you. Draw on your natural gifts and desires. Look to your calling if you have one, right? And if you still don't sense a vision of your own, then consider hooking up with a leader whose vision resonates with you. So if you don't have one clearly on your own just yet, connect with someone who does, and look, gradually you'll come into your own. You'll come into your own. He says another point about vision. Vision draws on your history. Vision draws on your history. He says vision isn't some mystical quality that comes out of a vacuum, as some people seem to believe. It grows from a leader's past and the history of the people around him or her. All right. And so that's the point that he's making. Another point about vision is that vision meets others' needs. Vision meets others' needs. True vision is far reaching. It goes beyond what one individual can accomplish. And if it has real value, it does more than just include others. It adds value to them. So if you have a vision that doesn't serve others, it's probably too small. Again, if your vision does not include others, it's too small. So you have to envision yourself doing much, much more, or just accomplishing much, much more, in the near future. He also says vision helps you gather resources. Vision helps you gather resources? Really? Okay, so what are you connected to that's helping you to gather resources? I know many of my wealth building family out there, you're stacking assets. These are resources. Okay, so your vision should help you, right? It helps you gather resources. And so again, look, he says one of the most valuable benefits of vision is that it acts like a magnet, attracting, challenging, and uniting people. It also rallies finances and other resources. The greater the vision, the more winners it has the potential to attract. It attracts, like you will know a leader when they're casting a vision and it's just attracting people. They're just coming out of nowhere. They're just like, yes, I gotta have it. What do you have? Let me be connected to what you have. Right? It's like that's something that's in them. It's just like, people are just like, what is it? Like, it could be he or she. Okay. And so you want to really embody that for yourself. The way that you do it is by just allowing that leader in you to just let it go, release it. It wants to be freed. Okay. It wants to be freed. And so I love these points about vision, about leadership that John Maxwell highlights. And so I'm hoping that you've enjoyed those points as well as a part of our appetizer tonight. But I want to give you the main meal. And you already know that I'm about to share my screen, right? So let me go ahead and pull it up so that you all will be able to see what I am seeing. And you all know, right? We've been focusing in on T. Harv Eker's book, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. So you know I'm about to rally up the troops, right? How many of you right now, okay, let's just forget this whole concept of millionaire mind. How many of you have a billionaire mind, right? Go ahead and affirm, right? We want to speak that. We want to, of course, absorb that into your psyche. We want that positive energy flowing. Go ahead and affirm that. And of course, for those of you who are taking action, you know it all makes sense because faith and effective proven actions, you're going to get some results. So go ahead and affirm, I have a billionaire mind. I have a billionaire mind. I am a billionaire. Okay? I am a billionaire. You got to believe it. You have to believe it. It has to be deep in here. And of course, has to sink in here. It has to sink in there. And so I love, of course, T. Harv Eker's book and the principles in the Secrets of a Millionaire Mind book. Now, the point that I'm going to emphasize today, as you can see on the screen, it says rich people associate with positive, successful people, right? Positive, successful people. But poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. Again, poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people, while rich people associate with positive, successful people. All right? So when you think about positive, successful people, let me ask you this question. Who comes to mind? Who immediately pops into your mind when you think about positive, successful people? Feel free to chime in. You can type their names in, okay? Some people think about Tony Robbins. I think about people, of course, in the Wealth Builders family, like Mr. Ty Best, Mr. Michael Dalco. I think about Al Murray. And honestly, I think about a lot of my wealth building family, because if you're running the race, if you're plugged into the wealth building system, you are successful already. Okay, you are successful already. You see, successful people look at other successful people as a means to motivate themselves. You see, and modeling is one of the primary ways that people learn. Okay, modeling. Now, energy is contagious. So either you affect people or you infect people. Okay? It's contagious. Energy is contagious, right? So you're either affecting them or you're infecting them. Which one is it? Right? Which one is it? So, and I love, especially when you go to live events, and I know that's really been, impacted upon, especially, lately, right? With this whole pandemic, a lot of the live in-person events have been impacted by that. But you definitely can be affected by individuals through live streams, through Zoom meetings, and all these different things. So you may have been impacted by different people who are full of energy. Maybe your team, was down at a small period of time. But then, of course, listen, it's all about connecting with the community of people who have positive energy. And so T. Harv Eker, he wants us to model rich and successful people, right? He wants us to model that. And so that is what we need to do. We need to be connected to people who are successful, people who are positive. And this needs to be daily. And that's why I enjoy Wealth Builders, because we have daily calls. We have those power calls, Monday through Saturdays at 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That allows us to come together to connect with successful, positive energy people. And that's what you need to do. Okay, you need to be intentional about that. Who are you connected to? Who are you associated with? I can't wait until the day that we have more and more events. We can come together with our wealth building family, right? I don't know. I might cry. I might laugh. I might have a whole lot of emotions going on. I might just be a wreck, when I come back together with my wealth building family. But it's just going to be a joyous time. It really will be. And so, listen, I just want to say thank you. And if you're trying to figure out, why am I talking about wealth builders? Maybe you're not a wealth builder as far as Wealth Builders Worldwide is concerned. Wealth Builders Worldwide is a community of individuals, leaders who live around the world, and we are helping people, right, get paid to save their own money and ultimately, right, live a life of freedom. Freedom. That's what it's truly all about. We want to help people to establish generational wealth, to create a lifestyle of freedom. And so we essentially get paid to save our own money. And then we help people voluntarily, we help them to do the same thing. And so maybe, right, maybe you're trying to figure some things out, because one of the secrets to being wealthy is saving, and not saving cash, but saving in assets that actually appreciate in value. And so if you're saving cash, you're losing right now. Okay. And if you're not saving at all, you're definitely losing. All right. You're not engaging in that millionaire habit of saving at all. But if you're saving cash, right, you're holding on to cash in a bank, a traditional bank, you're losing, because the cash is being impacted silently. You might not realize it, but it's being impacted by many factors out there, right? You ever realize and wonder why the prices of goods and services are rising and it seems like you can never get ahead? It's because of that silent I, inflation. And I can really go into that in detail with you by sharing some content via direct message right on Facebook, or if you're on the podcast platforms, you can definitely send a message. But listen, there are many wealth builders who are watching this, and they may be sharing it right now, and they can explain that to you. And we encourage you to learn about, this system that you're a part of, the debt-based system. This system is based upon debt with the banking system. We want you to get into a place where you're not connected and dependent upon a debt system, but that you can establish freedom for you and your family. And so I encourage you to get back with me or the person that shared this with you, and we can get you on course, because that's what we're doing. Okay, we just, all we did was connected with the resource for free, and we're learning and we're doing. We're learning while we're doing certain things, while we're saving. And that's what we want to help you to be able to do. So listen, thank you so much. And for those of you who are connected to the resource, the wealth building system, please be aware we have training tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And maybe you're not connected to the wealth system yet, but you can, because access to the wealth building system is free. It is free to register and plug into the system. So listen, I want to encourage you, as you're watching this particular TKO Live Night Show, I encourage you to get back with me, inbox me or the person that shared this with you, so you can get access, free access to the wealth building system. You can start learning how to really engage in that millionaire habit, how to get paid to save your own money and potentially help others to do the same, right? You can do it. This can help you to create a different future, a positive future for your children and your children's children. We're talking about generational wealth. And so once you plug in, get access, it takes you 2 minutes to complete your application, and you do it online. And so once you're done with that, we'll give you the details so you can be on the training with us at 9 o'clock. It's going to happen on the Zoom platform. And so all you would need to do, right, to get access to the training is go to www.goldrocks.info. And see, you're going to need the password to actually get on that platform, because it is password protected, right? We want to make sure we're not having anyone come onto the platform to serve as a distraction. And so that's why it's protected. And so listen, I thank you so very much for being here with me on tonight for the show. And we're going to continue with this show, Lord willing, on tomorrow night at about 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so until then, my friend, my brother, my sister, okay, fellow kingdom ambassadors for all of my believers out there, until next time, I want to encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, God bless, and I'll meet you on goldrocks.info at 9 o'clock p.m.